And an eclipse, it's a lunar eclipse, so it's taking something away or ending something. This really has the cues or the telltales of something of him being the prime minister and losing this office.
You and I and Alex Craner recorded a video end of June. And then you said around about September the 10th
Mm-hmm.
this year, things are going to get very, very rocky for him. And then there's going to be something's going to come out about some information that came out in July.
Mm-hmm.
And then you said towards September the 30th, he may end up resigning. It'll get worse. A few days ago, uh, Angela Rayner, the deputy prime minister, resigned because she'd lied about a mortgage that she'd taken out on a third property. And I don't know, somehow she got the valuation exaggerated so that she was able to use that to support her purchase of this property in Hove, in Brighton Hove. And this all came out. And then in the end, she had to resign. And Keir Starmer's in trouble. Now, there's some other things about his cabinet ministers. His housing minister, I don't know if she had to resign, but got censored or something because she made people homeless.
Oh.
She's a landlord and evicted people so that she could then rent out that property at a higher rate. The corruption minister got embroiled in a corruption from back home in Bangladesh, connected to her family, multi-billion dollar corruption,
Oh.
right? And there's a few others like that. So it's looking really shaky and ropey. So I thought, okay, well, let's do a catch up.
Okay.
Let's find out what's coming up with him.
He has the planet Uranus squaring his natal Uranus. And what I missed last time in our last video was it happened exactly on the 2nd of September, and it's happening again on the 10th of September because Uranus is now retrograde, so it's moving backwards back to that spot. So all that news and information that's broken out about this woman and everything else that's happening around him is going to the story is going to come back to the surface. Maybe it's with someone else in his cabinet or other people that he's had shady dealings with, but other things around the 10th, 11th, 12th, this week, I would say, are going to come out again. I would say probably something to do with that story of that woman. Maybe not that lady, maybe somebody else, but something in connections to that lady could be also coming back to the surface, and more things coming out about him and giving him more turmoil in his office of prime
Mhm.
minister. So during the eclipse, Keir Starmer, his Pluto, the moon, during the eclipse was opposite to his sun and his Pluto. It's in the first house in Virgo. It's himself, his identity, who he is. And an eclipse, it's a lunar eclipse, so it's taking something away or ending something. This really has the cues or the telltales of something of him being the prime minister and losing this office. And I would say that's because of the Uranus square Uranus. Who he is being almost dissolved. Pluto is about transformation, it's death, it's rebirth, but with this eclipse, his leadership is being tested. It's like it's dissolving his leadership because of all these external challenges that he's having with partnerships, with people in his country, even President Trump and other alliances he has with other countries, because the moon during the eclipse was in his 7th house. That is partnerships, relationships. I'm not looking at his personal relationships, but
Sure.
his, global partnerships. And with Uranus in the 10th house, the one that's squaring his natal Uranus in the 12th house, it's highlighting secrets coming out, revealing information suddenly, because that the thing that happened with the woman with the housing, that came out suddenly. It was a surprise to everybody. And it's, like I said before, that situation will come back or be exaggerated, and more things will be coming out about him. It's a turning point, this eclipse, for him, I believe. It's testing his leadership, testing how the public sees Pluto.
No change there.
Yeah, I really feel that this is going to be a very testing time for him, and I would not be surprised if he was asked to step down. With Pluto, with the moon across from Pluto, Pluto transits planets that are talking to your natal Pluto are very intense. It's a death and rebirth, literally. I went through this back in 2013, and when Pluto was in my first house, it is literally just like a death and rebirth of yourself. And with this moon here, it's revealing his past, revealing who he really is. Not that people don't see who he really is, but it's really revealing the secrets, his past karma, his past secrets that he's been having behind the scenes are coming into the light. And it'll be sudden. It'll just be these news stories will just come and pop up, and people will be shocked. They'll be shocked, but they won't be so shocked, because they'll be like, okay, well, we knew that he wasn't a great person, but it's going to be shocking to him, to the world, because his identity is in question. Okay, confrontation with forces trying to strip away his power. People, the deep state, whoever, I feel will be stripping away his power, because this eclipse it's pretty intense for him, very intense for him. And like I said before as well, that Uranus, the squared, his natal Uranus happened on the 2nd. It's happening again on the 10th. Uranus is retrograde. It's really highlighting his past. And I want to say it's a midlife crisis, but for him, it's a crisis of his life, of what he's done so far and who he has been to the public is going to be severely changed. The solar eclipse that happens on the 21st of September. So we're right now in this eclipse window from the 7th through the 21st, because these two eclipses are happening within 2 weeks. All the energies from the lunar eclipse that is testing him, secrets coming out, will be really heightened and coming out within these 2-week periods. One thing also to say is that the energies from eclipses last about 6 months. So this could be an ongoing thing for the next 6 months. His life will be changed dramatically. The solar eclipse, is at 28 degrees of Virgo. This is in his first house again. It's highlighting himself, who he is. But responsibility during this eclipse is emphasized here. So I feel like people will be questioning his responsibilities. What is he doing? What has he done? And what are his true intentions here? Finances is something else that will be coming up possibly in the solar eclipse, because Chiron is opposite his natal Venus. That's the 8th and 2nd house. That's finances. It's institutional finances. It's not his finances. It's the finances of the UK. And there's struggles, tension in his leadership, his personal values of what he wants and what others want. Him being the ruler and wanting to look like he's the best, but ignoring everybody else. And I know that there's some financial challenges right now in the UK.
Yeah, we're broke.
Yes, those could be even more, those stories could be coming out more, or the situation could get worse for the UK, especially around this solar eclipse, because he is the leader. He has the say of what he does with the finances. Relationships will be tested, relationships with other countries. And I also did see that could be wealth redistribution, excuse me. So with the financial challenges that are going on, it will definitely affect the people, and redistribution of wealth. I don't think that there's going to be a financial reset for the UK, but redistribution of wealth, that was pretty big that I saw. So I'm not sure how that will play out, but something with wealth redistribution, look for that in the headlines. Maybe people just can't afford things, but other people profit off of that. Maybe his party, his people profit off of the people who are losing money, who can't afford anything, who become homeless or jobless, their lights are turned off. Just something about wealth redistribution and him being a part of that. If he's not out, if he's still prime minister during this time.
So fingers
Yeah.
crossed that that prediction is accurate. All right, Lauren, thank you. Anything you want to say? Anything else?
Nope, that's it. Just have a safe, keep your emotions in check. Stay grounded during this time of the eclipses because it can get emotional, and really just reflect inwards because this is a perfect time to really reflect about yourself, who you are, your own values, and maybe what you need to let go of in order to move forward in life.
Fabulous. Absolutely. Lauren, thank you so much. Great talking to you. Look forward to speaking to you again soon. Everybody, please share, subscribe, all that business. All the best. Bye bye.
Thank you.